Hello there and welcome back to Foundry. Yes, we're back on Foundry once again, going to be playing on single player playthrough. Yes. Let's see, how many hours do we have? We have 216. Let's go. Alright, and here we are. Yes, back into the land of lag-tastic. Cool. Fun time. Something like that. Anyway, first things first, I would like to, say hopefully you all had yourselves a great weekend. Sorry about missing Monday. We had, if you haven't checked it out, we had went and covered some of the new Enshrouded update, which I was going to make a video on today, but there really isn't that much content. I mean, what I covered in the recent video of Enshrouded was pretty much all that. So, and that was my also first time like doing a more heavily edited video covering an update, which I actually found kind of fun. It definitely took a little bit, but it was kind of fun, and I definitely think I'll be doing some more of those in the future. Because I like doing the gameplay videos like these are. But, every now and again I like to dabble in a little bit more editing and stuff. Now that I don't necessarily have all the tools that I need to make great edits and stuff like that, but I do have one, at least, at my disposal. So it's been interesting learning how to edit and stuff like that and playing around with the tools. And actually, I really haven't been learning. I've just kind of been teaching myself, which is technically learning, I suppose, just by messing around and seeing what things do and whatnot. So... anyway. Also, like I said, hopefully y'all had yourselves a great weekend. Again, sorry I missed the Monday. But also, I'd like to thank and welcome the most recent subscribers we have gotten over the last week and over the weekend. So thank you and welcome. As well as all the, thank you to everybody else who has stuck with me so far. Hopefully we continue along this path of enjoyment. Sorry, I'm tired. My brain went, and we're done. That's how it goes, man. Oh, man. I hate it. I love it. Okay, so, I completely missed out on this somewhere along the line. After over 300 hours on this game, and I didn't know, because I probably didn't pay attention. There is apparently two sides to an elevator. There's an upside and there's a downside. Kind of like life. But yeah, there's an upside and there's a downside. So apparently, there's two sides to an elevator that somebody had told me about in the comment section. So thank you for that. I did not know this. And I actually want to check this out. I'll show everybody else too. Was it F1? Yeah. Elevator. See, where are these elevators at? Freight elevator. Here we go. Say no. Once both parts to place the freight elevator will automatically expand. Yeah. Blah blah. Freight elevators have an upwards and a downwards lane, and both can be used in parallel. No matter on which part or bottom you attach the input and input loader, the freight elevator will send it to the other end. Okay, that was my other question. Like, does it matter which side it's inputted and outputted on? It does not. So there are two sides to it, and we could have saved ourselves so much space with the design of this by removing all of our output elevators and just had them output. Okay, so that does make things a little more interesting with this type of build, because this type of build, that means we can save space a little bit. We still need all the inputs, but we can use one of the inputs as an output. So you know how we needed, let's see, this one was supposed to be advanced machinery parts. Advanced machinery parts, here we go. So the regular machinery parts has one input and one output. This one, which one was it, the regular machinery parts, and which one was the advanced? This one looked to be the regular machinery parts or the advanced? The regular machinery parts always because... Oops. Didn't want to make that. It was because... see, I've been playing a lot of 7 days recently because of the 1.0 update. My brain is like, okay, let's figure this out here. That's right. That's why we need 2 elevators per floor, because they were, because we needed. So it was. Oh, it was 60 times 12, right? I'm getting all my notifications. Stop it. 60 times 12. 720. Okay, so 720, that's why it was 2 elevators. And even that's not enough. That's only 640 with 2 elevators. But that's fine. We were planning to upgrade it anyway. Okay. Yeah, got all my notifications. Yeah, as soon as I opened up the thing to access the calculator, all the notifications came flooding in. That's how it goes, right? That's okay. I still need to make that freaking that fuel factory. Now that I know the now that I know what's going to be needed to make like fuel rods and stuff, that's going to be its own factory too. That's going to take up so much space as well. So if it's 2 elevators per floor, I'm gonna have to fix this then. I might make a small fuel factory right here where this tank is. You know what? We could do that. What do we need for liquid fuel? Let's make a small fuel factory just for our jetpack for right now. And then, excuse me, we will delete it later. Jetpack fuel. There we go. So it's xenoferrite plates and liquid fuel. Okay. Liquid fuel is low density alumite. Oh yes. Okay, so we need a... Do we need a chemical processor? I believe we do. Let's see, do I have one of these? I do not. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make this. I'm gonna have to make the stuff. Chemical processor needs polymer boards, right? Damn it. I need so much stuffs. I'll just take some polymer boards off the belt there because I'm lazy. Alright. 1 chemical processor. We don't have one distillation tower, 1 flare stack. And then we just need plates, which we might be able to get plates from nearby. And I'll just make it here, because we need oil too. I can just steal some oil. I'm just going to put like a... Actually, do I even need a flare stack? Yeah, let's cancel the flare stack. We don't need the flare stack, so I'll just tie in right here. We'll just put like a little... T-crossing, or let's just put something ridiculous so that I know how to delete it later. Because like I said, this is only temporary. This is just so I can get some liquid fuel here. But yeah, I think, and I will tell you, today is not going well for me. It is definitely not going well for me. I am not in the right mindset. Not correct mindset anyway. Nothing bad, just I'm like bleh, kind of fogged up in the brain. Fogged up in the brain. Okay, so don't ask me. Actually, I want to move that over because we need the. Oops. Hold on. Hey, where did my chemical processor go? Oh, this is casting machine. So we put that over here. Then we put the distillation tower right here. So this one is low density alumite, which makes gas. There's our pipe. So let's go ahead and hook that up real quick. It's just, yeah, I want to fly. I have the jetpack. I need to make liquid fuel to be able to make that happen. So it's just like, I'm tired of being grounded. Okay. Like I said, this will just be temporary, so I'm not going to even bother making it look good. Okay, so that's hooked up, and then this one. Oh, I haven't set this up yet. Liquid fuel. Low density alamites on that side. I hope we can change the ports of the machine soon. Actually, I don't have to go at that level because there's no the ports on this side don't really matter. Whoops, that needs to be a corner. See, I'm gonna kind of be all over the place this week. It's gonna be one of those. I fear it's gonna be one of those days, which I have from time to time, where it's just like nothing's organized, everything's all over the place. I mean, apart from my usual day today, we'll just say it's a little worse than usual. Am I ever prepared for any video ever? No. Definitely not. Okay, so there's the low density alumite, and then we need to get some oil. So I'm just going to go straight through the foundation because we need to connect the oil down there anyway. So straight to there. Okay, so that's hooked up. What else do we need for low density? Oh no, we just need that. Okay. We also do need a fluid thing. I wish I could use this stuff. The acid. But yeah. Yeah, we need one of these fluid assemblers. There we go. Grab one of these fluid assemblers. So basically, the liquid fuel is going to go into this so that we can make portable fuel, essentially. It's going to be just, yeah, it's going to be this jetpack fuel, which takes iron bars, which then we can just, we'll do input on this side, output on this side, and then a container in which to then input. Oops, put that a little too close. Yeah, we'll just put it there. That'll work. Okay, and then input. Grab ourselves a belt. Oops. How did that get back there? That's weird. 4. Oops. There we go. Okay. There we go. So that'll work there. And then we need to pipe up the liquid, or we need to pipe up the actual fuel. Go into there, and to there. Oh, all elbows is all we needed. Nice. Okay. So then that will make our fuel. Okay, so then the last thing I need. Let's see. Okay, we got that covered. We got the waste covered. We just need oil. Okay. We just need a bit of oil. So now I will go downstairs and we'll go grab ourselves a rogue pipe to bring over. So, yep, there's our oil. See if I can find the spot here. Yeah. So there's the spot. I'd imagine that this is going to be there for a little bit, so I don't mind doing the pipe work. Drag that all the way over here. Right to there. Hopefully I have enough. There. Drag it all the way over. No! I think I got steel though, so I can make some more pipe. Just quickly. Okay. I'm gonna make 20. That's fine. I'm so close. Oh, that needs to be a full-on intersection. There we go. Okay. Then we need to pipe up some belt. Need to belt up some iron plate. Which I think there's some iron. Here's some iron plate here. Is there any way this is separated? Or is there any other iron plate anywhere else? No. Okay. So I'll have to do this the hard way. Let's see, because our acid's way down there, so. And this is probably the closest iron plate. So then what we'll do is we'll go bang, bang. Yeah, we'll do it there. Which will give us some product, but that's just how it works. Slope down, please. Then we need 3 spaces to do that. Slope up. Grab ourselves a splitter. And there we go. Now we'll just drag this all the way down here. Wait, why is there a random hole there? Weird. This is a random hole. Yeah. Interesting. I'll just slope it down like that. Okay. I thought it was going to corner earlier. Alright. Just there. And that goes up there. Okay, there's our iron plate going in. Go upstairs, and that should start making us some liquid fuel here in a second. Once those plates get up there. And there she goes. Oh, and let me, I'm going to limit this to 2 stacks. Because that's all I'm ever going to carry. But yeah, with this jetpack fuel, I'll be able to fly around. Which will be nice. Alrighty, just about to 200. Just kind of been standing here waiting for this to... man, just waiting for this to craft there. Just watching the number slowly go up. There we go. The reason I was waiting for 200 is because... Oh, 1 went into my jetpack, right. The reason I was waiting for 200 because 200 is the stack size of those. So now I can fly. Woohoo! I'm flying. Blast all. Bye world. I'm going at about the speed of a real life rocket. Yeah. Now the jetpack actually doesn't really use all that much fuel, which is awesome. Please don't change it, devs. The jetpack fuel usage is actually pretty nice. Now it'll use more when you hold shift, which is to go faster. So now we can fly around without having to run, and we can go across our buildings because of that and whatnot. So now we can fly to each one of these floors. I'm still going to have the elevator because the elevator's convenient, or it's nice to have an elevator. But yeah, we no longer need to use those elevators anymore. But now we can, fly around and look at this magnificence that is that is the electronic components factory. Pretty darn nice, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. Okay, so we don't need 3 elevators per floor anymore then. We only need 2 per floor, 1 in, 1 out. Or sorry, 2 in, and then use the one side to go out as well. I did, because we just read that the elevator will do it simultaneously, which is nice. So yeah, now I've got to completely restructure this area and this one as well to use that formula, since we don't need that many elevators. So I think I need to start. I just need to remove all of the tops of these elevators to make that work. Yeah, something like that anyway. Freaking elevators, man. Okay. I guess I'll get started then. Alrighty. So now that I got the elevators fixed, so now this is the amount of elevators. Go all the way down to the bottom floor. Yep. 2 elevators per floor. 2 in, 1 out, basically. But not 1 out. It's going to be half of an elevator out, technically. But as long as they can go at the same speed, going both in and out simultaneously, that's what I need it to do. So, yeah, judging by... See, now we can fly, and we can go much faster. I could just fly over and be like, okay, what's this floor need? I don't have to go down the elevator, run across the city, go up the elevator. This is nice. I'm glad I decided to do this. So, from the edges 1, 2, 3, 4... and then the machine, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. Is this so we can get enough room? We can go... Yeah, we want 5 so that we can have that extra space right there. You can see it there. And we should have enough room to do that. Because it's only 1 in, 1 out as far as belts go. The other one's... going to be, the other side is going to be built like this is, which is even less space, but still has that thing. Oh yeah, what's the space in between? It's 4, right? Well, this one's much more. 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's much more because it has more space. So I think we might be able to fit an extra set of machines in there. So we have this one. If it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. We'll just go like this. We'll go 4 in between. It's just this one's going to be... Actually, both of these are going to be spaced exactly the same, right? Yeah. And then 4 in between. 1, 2... Yeah, because the out is on the back side. Yeah, okay. So they're both going to be built exactly the same, technically. So yeah, I guess I'll get all the machines in place, and then we'll start working on the logistics floors. This is going to take a little while. It's probably not going to be done this episode because, I got a really, really late start today, and like I said, just brain fog. I don't know. I felt like vegging out, so it happens. But yeah. So, and since we're on a production floor, we can tell that by clicking this. Going to production 2. Yep. Okay. All right. So we're going to have 12 machines per floor, and we're going to fill both sides with machines, and then we'll work on the inputs and outputs for those as well. It should be very similar to this building here. So, all right, let's get that done. Okay. So now we have all of the machines in place and all of the elevators in place. Now we just got to get to working on the logistics floors. And the logistics floors and the production floors, we got to do both. The production floors, they're going to be exactly like this. I think we're going to copy off of these designs, which is going to be the two belt system on the one side, except for this one's going to be, the machines are actually slightly over further. I actually think that's the same way on this side, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not. You know why? Is because this factory actually goes one space over onto this sidewalk, one space too far. So what ended up happening was we ended up with one extra space, which gives us the 4 and 4 on either side. However, that does not work over here. So what I did was I moved these machines one space over. And then there's only 3 spaces on this side, but there's no inserters on this side, so that will work there. And again, want to give my greatest appreciation for the person that told me that the elevators have 2 sides. I did not believe that to be. I always thought they kind of had. I always thought it was weird that only one side would always be filled with crates, but I thought maybe if you put more than one item in there, that then you'd have 2. But the elevators were strictly one way, or at the very least, they would only go one way. They would only go the speed only in one direction, and if you tried to split that, it would split the speed. But I did not think that it actually had 2 sides, one up and one down, and then I could do that simultaneously. So, again, thank you for mentioning that. That's a very awesome tip. As well. So 300 hours in and still learning stuff. always end up learning something, I mean, that's just like, any other game where I have 2,000 plus hours in Satisfactory, and I still learn stuff about that game. And it's hard to learn. It's hard to learn anything new now because I know most things, but yeah, you still end up learning something. So it's always good. Share the knowledge. That's what I'm doing. That's why that's why I'm mentioning it as well in the video and stuff like that. Is because basically, when somebody shares knowledge with me, and it ends up helping me out, especially I especially give a thank you to that. So sharing the knowledge there, and then if there's people that are watching me that didn't know that, they didn't know there's 2 sides to an elevator. Now they do through me, through you. It's just a big old information chain. So, isn't that cool? Anyway, on with enough messing around. Let's get the logistics floors kind of set up. So the way these work is they, these ones specifically, they output and then they go this way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like either like the inputs or the outputs first, do them all for both buildings, and then we'll do the inputs, do them all for both buildings, and then we'll do the production floor, do the logistics floors, and then do the production floors, and get it all done. So the way this side, because this side is the machinery parts only, we don't have to have. We could have the 2 belt space, 1 input, 1 output, and call it a day. This one, however, has to have 2 inputs on one side of the machine, and then on the back side has to have the output. So I guess I can show you here specifically. So I'm going to set all these up exactly the same so that there's no confusion later on. Like that building there, the very bottom floor, the very bottom logistics floor is set up way different. So, but yeah, it's going to go like this. So we're going to have like this, 3, 4, and we go down 2 because it's too thick. Oh, we're going to have to be careful with that too. That's going to be a problem there. What I might do is I might send that stuff underground to avoid having too much trouble with it. But yeah, we have a 2x4x2 on each one of these lines, like that. And this is how the inputs go to get from the logistics floor to this floor. But again, single block elevators, please. I really want single block elevators, because, or at least a way for the belt to go directly vertical, either up or down. Because the ramps are okay, but it's just too inconvenient for tight spaces to use the ramps. I've made it work thus far, but it is, I tell you, it is a freaking trip, man, trying to get that to work. So is it the input and the output's on the outside, right? It's actually faster to fly, even though I don't have any upgrades for the jetpack yet. Yeah, the input's on the inner side, and the output's on the outer edge. And the reason that I don't put the production and the logistics on the same floor is because if we take a look at this factory, for example, look how much room. And this is not me building, too crazily either, like trying to take up too much space. I don't take up that much space, and it takes up over half of the floor. And then you look at the actual production and see how much space the belts take up and all that stuff. You could work it in, I suppose. Like, you could work it into where the inputs come in this way, and then the logistics, the outputs are the only ones that go down. But then you end up blocking off a lot of the side for that coming in. And then I got to figure out, it's just easier to have the logistics on its own floor. It takes a little bit more planning and a little more belts, but everything looks cleaner and it runs so much more smoothly. You can keep track of everything much more easily. That's my excuse. So just to kind of throw that out there for new people. And since we've been getting new people in, they don't know what my channel's all about. Oh, and for those who are new, I did do a 500 sub special. That'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm all about. If you haven't seen the 500 subscriber special, definitely check that video out. That will definitely give you an idea of what my channel's all about, because those are 15-second clips all strewn together. Some of the funny clips. Not all of the, not like a whole like best moments type of deal, really. I mean, some of them are really good moments, but they're just, moments in time that I like to remember. So, stuff I want to remember for all of time, basically. And we're going to do we might do like a 2-year or 3-year special as well. That's kind of similar to that too. Because I like that format. But anyway, so basically the inputs are going to go like this. We got our 2 belts here. So it's going to be, this one's going to be input, so input, 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 and then we output. Oops, sorry, wrong belt, or wrong inserter. Then we output on this one. And that's how this one's going to be set up, specifically. Oops, there we go. So that's how that one goes. Just like that, pretty easy, pretty simple. And we go over to this side. And let's go ahead and set this one up. 4x2. And this one's going to have 2 inputs which are going to come up on this side. So we got 1, and then we got 2. And then we run the belts like that. This one goes all the way to the end. This one goes all the way to here. And then again, the same thing, but we change the output. Or this from the other ones having the output. This one here, we change this to input. So this will grab the other. So grab the other one. Like that. And then for the output, I think we go all the way to one side, don't we? Let's check over here. I don't remember if we did the middle or all the way to one side. All the way to one side would have worked much better, to be honest. I mean, I don't suppose it really matters all that much. If we go up a a floor. Or up a production floor. Oh, these don't output like that. Yeah, you see how these ones are all to one side? Yeah, that's the way. I thought it was like that. Yeah, if we put it all to one side, and it kind of matches with the railing anyway, but yeah, it takes up slightly less room, like one spot takes up slightly less room on those. So yeah, we go from the middle, and we go out 4 and then down 2 because it's 2 blocks thick here. Same with this one. Just don't go up, so you don't accidentally delete the input belt. 4 and 2, and then these ones are sloped down because they're going back down. So that. There we go. Then we put that one there. And then we change this to output. And we do that. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to set up both buildings with this in mind, with all the machines and stuff. I don't know if I'll put the walkways in yet. I might leave the walkways out for now because that way I don't have to carry that stuff around too in my pocket. But yeah, let me get these all set up real quick. It won't take me but a second. So just a quick little thing there. Oh, well then, that didn't take forever at all. Oh man, that did take me a while. That was, and then I also had gotten interrupted halfway through building all this because we ran out of coal again, basically coal. What's it called? I already forgot. The ignum. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, ran out of ignum too. So I had to go down here and grab this ignum ore vein because you can see this one's completely gone. The one that was here is completely gone as well, but there was this one here, and so I lifted it up and then brought it over. So yeah, you can see there's a cut in the belt there. Yep. And I removed some of this belt because I needed more as I was over there. Yeah, it was a mess as well, but everything's back up to snuff as it should be, and I've got all of the inputs as far as the production. I got all the production floors built for both buildings. So now we got to move on to some of these. Oops. Some of these are a little bit longer than they should be. Accidental. But now we got to build the actual production floors, or the actual logistics floors themselves. I think I'm going to leave the 2 logistics floors, that one and that one, to the last. But we'll build these. So I don't remember the number. Let's see. Was it 10? And then 10. 10 and then 10. 3. 3. 4. 4. Because we're only going to have a few belts, right? Coming over here. For the machinery parts. Like 2 belts at least. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many is it? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 and then 5. Okay, and we'll remove. Yeah, it is 12 there. Just trying to get the bridge in place here. There we go. So 12 and then 5. So now we got to do that on all the logistics floors. So that one there. Got those in place. Yeah, you know what? Let's start at the top and work our way down. So these ones are pretty darn easy. We do need to know what the maximum number of machines we can put on a belt is, though. Oh man, I can't wait until those new screens come in. Is that 60? I think that says 60. I do have an extra machine I could throw. I can't throw down here because the screen won't come on, but we can throw it down here. I just want to see this. So it is, okay, 60 and 60. So that's, so then we do, let's see here. I never have my calculator in front of me. 60 times 3 is 180. And then 180 times 2, that's 360. Yeah, if we take 60 times 6, that's 360 per belt, and that's kind of what we did, didn't we? 360. If we go down on floor here, yeah, we have 2 elevators. Yeah, 1 elevator. Okay, yeah, and we were going to upgrade it. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we had the number correct. So these ones are going to be pretty easy to build, I would assume. Okay, but we do need to corner these, of course. So, yeah, these are the inputs. Like I said, these will be pretty easy to build. We just drag these down here, like this. And then the outputs, we're going to split into 2s, right? I believe so. Because if the belt was, so 360, that's per side, by the way. 60 times 6, and we got 12 machines in there, so yeah, 360 times, or let's just do 360. We take 360, and if we divide that by, does this need 60? Is it 1-to-1? Oh, that's right, we're producing a little more than we need. So yeah, that's just fine. Okay, so this one's actually 40, so if we take 40 times 6, that's 240. So yeah, we need 2 belts worth, because that'd be 480, that'd be more. So we need 2 belts worth of output, but we're gonna have to split it because one of these elevators, or yeah, the one elevator is going to be used to go back down. So yeah, if we take that 360 times 2, that's 720, and then what was it, it was 40 times 6, that's 240, so 240, so that's 480, so yeah, 60 times 12 is 720. Okay, so 720 minus 480. That's 240, so 240 extra machinery parts, which is actually good because then we can just put all the machinery parts in one place and we can send them out to the various factories. So, all right. So then this one, this is the output. So the output, I don't exactly know how I want to do the output, because the output, like I said, it needs to be split. Okay, but this particular one, so we go like this, and then this one goes like this, if I remember correctly, from the other, because this one's going to be built like the other side, so. Yeah, it's not going to get enough until we get the Mark III belts. It's not going to be getting enough until we get those green belts, which is going to be one of the first things, other than the elevators themselves, because we need to. Some of these factories are going to be built with Mark III in mind, so it's going to be one of them things. However, how are we going to do the output? We could do the output on that side and just call it a day. So these two here, I'm just going to put these together. No matter where they're at, we'll just do outputs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw these back So yeah, as soon as it comes out the elevator, it immediately curve. Yeah, I'm just trying to set up a blueprint essentially in my head because we don't have blueprints yet. But if I can set up a blueprint in my head, then we can make this work. Just like more like a general rule style thing. So kind of like that. And then, so there's the two outputs there. Again, thank you for telling me about those elevators. it makes my life a little easier. So I thank you. And this is never going to catch up, by the way. But it'll start. At least it'll start producing. First, I'm going to remove that. So we're going to have, yeah, two belts. So I'm just trying to see how we want to. Do we want to bring it almost all the way down and then merge it here when it's above this belt, or do we want to merge it up there and then bring the two belts down? I think we can merge it up there, actually. So here's our machinery parts, by the way, which are already getting manufactured, which will be nice. So I think, yeah, once it gets merged, then we'll bring it over. And then these, of course, need to go like this, or this one needs to go like this. Okay. So yeah, as soon as it gets merged, oh, that's going to be a problem. Okay, so we're going to have to. We won't be able to merge them here then. Oops, that's Control F. 26 FPS. But it's Control G. Alright, so then, yeah, we have to get rid of this because it's just not gonna work. How did I do this side? Oh no, that side had more room. That side had enough space for a belt plus the because if we had one more space, we could put a belt along here. So yeah, that other side did have a space for it. This one does not, so I'll have to design the outputs a little bit differently. It's like now we could merge these and then worry about this one, but yeah, I kind of don't want to make it that complicated. So yeah, we'll get the belt going. Yeah, just like that. And we'll get the belt going this way, and then we'll merge them from there, I think, or somehow. Yeah, like I said, the belts are not going to be complete. What I should be doing. Oh, you know what I should have done actually? Yeah. Let me fix that real quick. It's like, okay, what I should have done was this first. I forgot to do that. That was bad. No. Go that way. Thank you. Yeah, I always like to put a thing so that both belts benefit, or both belts going at the same speed, essentially, what the elevators can carry, so. Yeah, a bit like that. Okay. Yeah. Again, apologies for the low FPS. My builds are insane, so I understand. I wonder if we should just bring them down. Yeah. Just bring them down, say to hell with it. We will need one belt going. Dot away. So yeah, one. Oops. One belt going that way. Yeah. So yeah, we'll bring the belt down. Not to the same level, but obviously we'll bring it down to here. Yeah, because merging it up top on the roof is going to be... That might be a little more complicated than I'm willing to put in effort for. Alright, so something like that. And then... Yep, go up and over. Slope down. I thought that was on slope down. Yeah, so we'll put slope downs at this level. Oh, we can't put it down at that level, though, because of the stupid... Oof. You know what we could do? So why is this... Oh, it's... Oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm being stupid. I see what's happening. Oh, we can't do that there! No. Alright, you know what? Merging them on the roof might be... On the ceiling might be a better idea then. Okay, we got them going this way, so that's a start. Oh, silence at last. Yeah, getting them merged in together. Wait, could we rotate and go this way with it? Is that possible? Because we can go this other way. And it's not like there's nothing saying we can't. Oh, we can't. Well, yeah, we can't exactly do that because. Wait, no, or would that be correct? Oh, let me try this. No, it wouldn't be correct. Okay. No, there's just not enough space because this is where the wall goes. So yeah, we're kind of very limited on the exact space that I'm trying to accomplish here. However, we can do that on this side. Jeez. It's very difficult. I will say that much. Should we merge them? Yeah, because I was thinking, how am I going to merge? Let's see, what's the closest? So I can't put it there. I can't put it there. If I could get the two merged together easily. Yeah, that kind of sucks because man, that was a good way of doing it. Like over there, we might have problems on that side too, with the way everything's placed. Unless we merge it. So we have the curve, right? Unless we merge it like this. Oops. Oh no, give me this. The freaking hitbox sometimes. They get as a hard hitbox, man. Okay, we merge it like that. And we take this belt, and instead of going that way, we go this way with it. And just make it go backwards on itself. And there you go, now they're merged. Now this one... We should probably do it this way, actually. I mean, it wouldn't... Because how many... We need both belts, right? Yeah. So yeah, doing it this way would be more beneficial. It is a bit of an annoyance though, that I can't do an exact mirror just because of that one space. It's like I could, and we could have a space in the wall, but I really don't want to have that happen. So anyway, now this one's going to be a little bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of the logistics floor for one building, and then I'll go to the other side and do the other logistics floor for that building. Because that is just so much, it's so much better, essentially. So, okay, and then, let's see. So this is going to be interesting as well. So I'm going to bring both belts to here. It's like, did we have the belts on one side going across, or did we try to put them in the middle? I can't remember. Yeah, we put them on the edge. That's right, because that made more sense. Okay. My flashlight's not too great. Still, I need to work on that a little more. Okay, so this belt goes like that, and this one will go all the way to there. So essentially, it's going to be returning back to where it was. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do. Oh, you know, well, yeah. How am I gonna do the split? You know what I mean? Because I gotta split things and then merge them as well. Essentially, if I put these on the floor, where are they gonna end up? I might have to bring them down to the middle there. Maybe not. As long as there's enough room to do what I need to do here. So I'm going to balance these out. Or no, should I split it and then balance it back? Yeah, maybe I should split it and then balance it back. So basically I'm only splitting one side, but then I'm rebalancing. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll go bang. Oh, this actually kind of lined up pretty nicely. This needs to be an input. And there is enough room to make that happen. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it worked good here. Slope up. This little belt goes across. Because we're making we're making a bit more than we need. So. I said input. I must have broken. Hold on. So if I switch this to input, will it do an input? No, it did. Okay. No, it's not broken quite. But yeah, look, see, it's taking that elevator down. So I'm going to have to test each elevator to see which ones I put inputs on. So, okay. And then these will then continue onwards across to where they need to go. Alright. So now I'm just going to do this to this whole entire building. All the logistics floors all the way down. The bottom logistics floor is probably going to be made slightly differently because there's more stuff to fit in the smaller space, but there's also more space in different places, basically, if that makes sense. All right, let me get all of those done then. And finally, it did take me. Oh man, look at this. Oh, that's not good. Already. I didn't think about that, yeah. That it was going to be split like that even more. I might do since it's splitting like that. Let's see, it's splitting off of this belt, right? So what if we put an extra balancer here? Maybe? It's like all the belts are playing a role, it's just... Yeah, that particular one. What does this go to? This only goes to, like... this, right? What if we were to... Well, hold on. This belt splits off of... This belt's already being split, so... It's like, yeah, technically. That way we can at least get some bit of balance on what I'm going to do as well. I'll throw a balancer there too. So between those two belts, it's more balanced. Yeah, it's going to be a mess, unfortunately. At least for a little while. Of course, what we could also do is we could... Let's say it's right there. We could also split off of this belt to help. Let's see. Corner here. And then ramp there. So then we'll throw a splitter here. Slope it up. And then corner. Slope down. And then that. Okay. There we go. That should hopefully help keep it somewhat more balanced. Yeah. Okay, yep, we got our machinery parts over there. And then we've got this set of machinery parts here. So we're going to have more belts of machinery parts go into this. And we should be able to tell, yeah, like this one's an output here. It's like we should be able to tell which ones there are the outputs. So like here, this one's an output. And this one is an output. Wait, how many of these are outputs? No, that one's not an output. This one, let's see, double-sided. And you can kind of tell, yeah, that one's not, but this one is, so. Yeah, just whatever was more convenient for me, I think. And then we'll send to see the machinery parts need to go back. They need to go back the other way. I don't know if they can, though. I don't think we got the room. You know what I mean? Because we're going to have 4 belts of machinery parts. Those 4 belts of machinery parts need to go all the way over here. I might use these belts right here since this factory is going to be moved. Actually, there's 3 belts of machinery parts that we need going this way. Yeah, we could fit that. We could fit the 3. Could we fit the 3 in between? Yeah, we definitely could. These don't need to exist, by the way. It just needs to go like that in order to have power. Okay. So we could, well, if we put it on this side, it'd probably work better. I was just thinking about, like, this here. There would only be a space 2 there, plus this stupid thing. I'm just trying to get more on this side to go this way as well, so. Actually, no, would that be a problem? No, that wouldn't even be a problem. Hold on. Slope up. So then we go 1, whoops, that needs to go back 1. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought it'd be a problem. Oh yeah, it will be a problem for this ramp. That's right. That's why I can't do it. Because this ramp's going to be a problem. Even if we were to move this here, this ramp would be screwed. Anyway. So yeah, the 3 is going to go on this side instead. Yep, we can still have a gap too. to fit it. So yeah, what we do is we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Get all 4 belts from all 4 floors over here. Oh wait, that's not going to work either because those inputs are too tall. Quite literally too tall. And I don't want to stack belts. And we can't go underneath that because of all the other... Yeah, I see these. These are 2 blocks tall, these inputs here. Crap! How are we going to do that? Yeah, that's going to be a problem. And maybe we won't worry about it for right now. We'll just worry about getting these elevators. I think this one I'm going to leave because I've already built this, plus the outputs don't really take up that much room. So I think I'm going to leave the advanced machinery parts on those elevators. And plus I'd have to do a lot of tearing out. But anyway, we need to move on to doing the... let's go logistics floor. Start at the top again. We need to work on doing the logistics floor for the other side of the building, which is going to take a little bit longer as well. But we are already over time. Like I said, yeah, it's a little bit of a... Oops, this is wrong. Yeah, over here. It's a little bit of a thing. So I think what I might do is I might split this up today, and next time we'll go and do the outputs for this side. We'll get the advanced machinery parts done, and then we'll be able to move on to the modular building side, because we got pretty much everything else we need. We just got to build some platforms for ships to take off and stuff, and whatnot. So we just got to work on that. But I think for now, that is going to be it for this episode of Foundry. Like I said, next time we'll finish off these advanced machinery parts, and hopefully next time I won't be in such a bad state. I don't know. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, I guess, because man, I woke up and I'm like groggy, and then I drink coffee and I'm groggy, and I drink more coffee and I'm groggy, and it's just like, okay, yeah, today's just going to be one of the days. But anyway, yeah, enough of me talking here. So, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Foundry, so I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.